Thursday, April 7th, 2013. I hopped on a train to London with just a backpack and a GoPro camera. This was the start of what was going to be a 70-day adventure backpacking through 4 different countries around Southeast Asia. First stop, Bangkok, Thailand. After a grueling 12-hour flight, I hopped on another train from the airport to my first hotel. Of course, then I unpacked my stuff, gave a little bit of a tour, and immediately went out in search of some quick food and bottled water. And then I settled in for the night and did my first day in Bangkok. Day 2, my first proper day in Bangkok. I had my very first ride in the iconic tuk-tuk to get me to the train station. From there, I took the BTS Skyrail into Bangkok Central to meet up with my buddy Henry, who lives out there. So I had some drinks and a little bit of a catch-up, and he imparted some local knowledge onto me. After all the travelling and drinking, I decided to take it easy on day 3. Went out for a little explore around a beautiful local park to take in some of the warm weather, beautiful sunshine and gorgeous scenery. This was the perfect place to relax, recover from the previous night drinking and prepare myself for the adventure ahead. After a couple of hours relaxing and wandering around, I made my way back to the BTS and took the train back to my hotel for a nice little dip in the pool. Tomorrow, things are about to get hectic. Songkran, Thailand's water festival. Multiple days of absolute chaos as the streets are full of people with water guns just blasting everything. I met back up with my friend Henry as we hit Kawasan Road, an infamous spot for backpackers full of clubs and bars. Now Henry is a big guy, which did make him a bit of a target. As evening drew in, we actually befriended a group of Aussies. We hung out with them and the drinks started flowing.
I need a whiskey!
That's right, it got so chaotic that the police had to turn up to disperse the crowds. So we just walked off in a random direction in the hope that we would find something. Oh yeah, and sometimes they would also throw powder on you, so that's what's going on here. But eventually, we did find something. I spent most of day 5 recovering from the night before, but when the evening rolled around, I went out by myself for a little explore. With Songkran still happening, it wasn't long before I found the crowds. But this time, it wasn't a backpackers hotspot. This was a local crowd, and I was clearly not local. Yeah, being the only white guy there made me the #1 target. The people were relentless. I was absolutely drenched, but I was still having a great time. Eventually, I stumbled into another party. As the night drew in, the vibes were absolutely immaculate. Day 6, the last day of Songkran and my last full day in Bangkok. So time to make the most of it. just like that, my 7 days in Bangkok had finally came to an end. I checked out my hotel and made my way to the train station. Now this was going to be a big milestone for the journey, as I was about to board my first ever overnight train heading for the north of Thailand. So this is where the real adventure would begin. So when I first flew out to Thailand, I only had that one hotel booked for the first 7 days in Bangkok. From this point in, I am just winging it. All on my own.